Pashaparo, YN7. Thank you for tuning the replay. All right, so I know y'all been having a great week. You've been learning a lot. The environment been showing you stuff, but you already knew it. You know what I mean? A lot of you, it's like people are really, it's not that they jealous. It's not that they mad. It's that they are in disbelief. You see what I'm saying? If you caught the last video on the stocks, you see it's a recurring theme. If you caught the last tarot reading, you see this is what that last week was about. It was about believing in what you know, or not really believing, but knowing what you know versus believing in what someone else wants you to believe. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you got people, the tarot files, thank you for tuning the replay on Pasha Paro. If you got people, right, that are, they not mature. And see, I got a great clip to share with y'all to start this off. Little different approach. But people have confused maturity with age. You see what I'm saying? They're so busy wanting to fit in with the masses. Well, I ain't gonna say it like that. They're so busy. Put it like this. They can miss you because the lie or the illusion of you is more entertaining. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're more entertained by the illusion, the story, because of the satisfaction it gives them at that moment. They're so in disbelief of you that someone that gives them a story that makes them feel better is now a hero, even though that story is untrue. You see what I'm saying? That's their hero because there's such disbelief of you that anything you see what I'm saying? All right, let's check this clip out here real quick. I think you might enjoy it.
Now, how can we assume a mature people to maintain institutions, organizations, procedures, policies, attitudes, and systems that they know are not right? There again, there has to be a compromise, because the person is firmly of the belief that what he is doing is affording him immediate comfort, immediate success, immediate happiness, and immediate personal satisfaction. Therefore, the immediate takes precedent over the eminent. That which is now is the only thing that becomes important. If he can be happy or think he is happy now, he has fulfilled life. No way can this be regarded as a symbol of maturity. The individual may be well along in years, maybe with white hair and a long beard, but if he is not thinking, if he's not working to do something of value to himself and others, he is not growing more mature. He is simply becoming gradually older and more infirm.
So, by all means, take that from last week's reading for you guys, and just know, don't let nobody come and flip you upside down on yourself and have you thinking differently than what your purpose is, because they either have no purpose or just not moving in the same direction as you, because ultimately you have to, be knowledgeable about yourself. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna try to have you discredit yourself. Be amused by it. You know what I mean? Learn, have fun with it. You know who the people are. Either you can remove them from your life, or you can find ways to be entertained. 48 Laws of Power says use the power of rumors. You know what I mean? If you got someone that you know loves it, that enjoys telling stories, and particularly about you, then make sure you give them some good ones, and then watch how all the people react, and you can see who, as it flows through the populace. You know what I mean? You can see who is gonna be honest with you and be truthful and say, hey, is this real? What, how about, and who's just gonna sit back and look at you thinking they know something about you that you don't think that they know, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes them feel better about themselves. Like my guy was saying, make sure y'all go back and watch the whole lecture. It's really good. And what you see here, how it connects to Y-Net 7 is it's a universal law. It's according to the universal law. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You know what I mean? They remember last week's reading. They so caught up in everything but the belief of themselves. They know what everybody told them to believe, that they see as a quote-unquote authority, but they know nothing about themselves, and they know nothing about universal law, the real law, the only laws. Then you come along, my tarot file affiliates, and you all about that life. See, you know all about that principle. You know all about, so they look at you, right, in disbelief, because things is working in your life. Things is moving in your life. You see? And it's things you told them that they could do, but because they believed everybody but you, they can't congratulate you properly. They can't come and talk to you for a reminder of what they overlooked before, because they've done so much damage behind you, fulfilling their purpose in life, because the only purpose they could find to fulfill was to talk about you and make fun of you, and anything they could do to have people turn against you. You got people coming to you telling you you're not educated enough to do something, when all life purposes is to elevate yourself in degrees. And when you get into, if you watch that full video, it tells you, that lecture tells you that a young mind needs a degree to give them a baseline of how to act. See, a young person, a naive person with no knowledge needs a degree to give them the foundation of thought. When you are mature, not old, but when you are mature, you have already gained degrees that may allow you to accomplish the same final product as a young mind that's been directed through an education without a degree. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do but yourself. All right? There going to be a lot of people that don't want to, because the people that's watching this, there's a few people that's watching this just to hit the don't like button. That's their sole purpose. They watch 36 seconds and they hit the don't like button, and they feel like, again, that's their temporary satisfaction for the moment. It makes them happy. That is, their life is at a point where they live. It's so pathetic that they get satisfaction from that. That's what brings them joy this week, is waiting for Pasha to put out a video so they can hit the don't like button. And there's people in your life with the same patheticness. Okay? And what's going to happen is they're going to get weeded out, because they can't survive in the energy that you're accumulating around you. And that's why they all disappear eventually. That's why they stop talking to you. Even when you come back and offer peace, they can't fathom having a relationship with you or a conversation with you. You see? And when you see that, the only thing they could hope for at that moment is that you really chase them down and please be in my life. No. They're not supposed to be in your life because the energy doesn't match at this point in time. All right? I mean, I'm just saying. All right, let's get started. We're going to get this core down. I don't know where that came from, but it was something that I was stumbling across earlier, and I was like, yo, this is exactly what some people need to hear, because so many have confused maturity with age. And then the education thing, I want you to know, if you don't know already, the world, and if not already, the world already, and the United States or America is already starting to switch to be a system that prefers experience over education. And if you ever needed a real-time acknowledgement of that, go get a degree and then go try to get a job in your field of degree and find out that most of the time they're going to tell you, well, we're looking for someone with at least 5 years of experience. But when you blind and you in that box and you don't see the whole equation, you feel like shit like that matters when all you needed was the opportunity. All you needed was a chance. See? It's not that they don't think you can do it. It's that they spent $86,000 with 30% interest combined, compound annual rate, and they've been paying on their shit for 40 years, and they worried about, you grade get the same similar opportunities with less debt. I mean, but that's what this channel is all about. It's about making smart decisions because you're in tune with universal laws and not human egotistical bullshit. All right? And that's not to knock anybody that's got a degree. It's just for the people out there that are into the truth, into the universal connection. I mean, it's amazing people out there doing amazing things, and they're not. Shout out to the people that quit school before high school and started a business, and they're like millionaires now. If you look, the top 400 people wealth-wise in the U.S. is wealthier. The top 400 people wealth-wise without it are actually don't have a degree combined. They're more wealthier than the top 400 people with a degree combined. I think that's because they're more in tune with universal law, whether they know it or not, instead of doing what someone told them to. And the people that can't stand you can't stand that you're a free thinker. They're used to being told what to do. So when you start thinking for yourselves, they demonize you. Because how dare you think you can think? And then the other weak-minded people see them as a beacon. Yes, there's something wrong with those thinkers. We must all come together and make fun of the thoughts they have, because how dare them think? Don't they know this person over here gave us all they've already thought for us? We don't need to do anything. How dare they think? That's what you're surrounded by. All right, and that concludes your reading for today. No, stop. All right. All right, let's get to the core. All right. I think that has something to do with a transition from what you're going through to what you're ready to go into. And it's actually happening to a lot more people than just you, because what they don't realize is that the whole world is turning upside down. But that's why we're here right now. They don't know it because they're too busy into the ego world, that part. But the people that are into universal stuff, they know that what time this is on the planet. Everything's doing this. You see what I'm saying? Like we talked about. The structures they built is crumbling and new ones are being created. The old way is deteriorating and a new way is flowering. And this is just one of the ways they're being destroyed. And you're being uplifted. You're being uplifted. All you gotta do is want it. Not you. Everybody else. It's like that. But that one person that come on here trying to with that hating energy. Nah. But yeah, this is the time. This is why you're here. This is why we're all collectively coming together. Maybe for different purposes on this channel, but ultimately it's because of the same universal laws in effect. And that's why together we are growing, and things that you thought that you were not capable of a year or two ago, you're now producing and doing like that. And that's why their jaws are hitting the floor. But see, you told them that 10 years ago, before you ever had any idea how you were going to get there. This is why your readings have been going the way they've been going for the last few weeks. All right. We were put here to aid in the ascension process. So thank you for tuning. All right, so let's see what we got at the core. It is 823. That's 5. That's 13. That's 4. All right. Yep. All the signs are present, right? So let me get into this here real quick. I still did it. You guys should be. You probably did try to tell me, huh? I ain't watching the comments. All right, let me get that set up for you real quick. But we got the World card, and you guys already know what time it is with the World card, because hold on a second. I'll be with you in a moment. Huh. All right, so here we got the World card. The World card. Hold on, let me get on a little music in here for myself. So anyway, the World card, right? It's all about the signs Okay. You see you got all your signs present. All right. All those signs, all those energies there to help you, if you ask me. So let me get to actuals for you here. So the world card is a circle of time. And there's a lot of circles on there, right? But you got that flower and a lot of other sacred geometry there. So all of those are key principles or make up the universe. And if you look at that card, it looks like, is it all radiating from you? Are you broadcasting that energy out into the world, or are you drawing it into you, everything that you need to be successful? But the old name of this card is the Magician's Crown, the Magician's Reef, the cosmos, right? And basically, Kabbalistic equivalent is controlling mind, and the astrological sign is Saturn, right? Prohibition, God and night of underworld, and Jupiter's sign of Pisces. But Saturn is also known as the all-seeing eye, right? In some accounts. So the general meaning is guaranteed luck, extra compensation, place, interchange, inertia, consistency, harmony, right? So the events are happy end of a journey, management of customs procedures, trip to abroad, degree, conferment, triumph, right? So let's see here what we got. Acquisition under business and work, acquisition of a recognition. So you finally getting recognized, discovery of your purpose, into work, finishing project, handling an object, thesis, defense. Let me get some of these notes down here for you about this core. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna use the Magician's Crown, right? Magician's Crown, you're gaining recognition. Like we were talking about, they ain't ready for you to get to that level yet. They wanted you to stay where you were at with them and made them comfortable and made them happy. So now they gotta come together and do their little song and dance with each other and so they can feel better about their reality, because you try to take them with you, but I mean, you know, they did the same thing in the story of Jesus, right? They didn't believe him, and you know how that went. They waiting for him to come back, but you're not coming back for him. I mean, when you go on, you're going. So just know, now you gaining recognition, right? But I like how I said this right here, consistency. But what I like is inertia, because it took you a while to get up to this momentum, this momentum behind you, this a whole train of shit in your life. You see what I'm saying? Like if you look at that shit, like maybe you know, she got a little bubble, like, you know how you hanging on to them ladies that be doing that dance thing, and they got the little big ring that they can stand on it and hold it, and they can swing and, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, what if this is you're being launched, you're being propelled through the cosmos. You see what I'm saying? So there's a whole freight train of inertia pushing you. And what I mean by that, when I say inertia, is I mean reasons why you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Reasons why you're going the way that you're going. You see what I'm saying? You follow all the right signs to get here at the right time. And that's why you're on your way to your purpose. You see what I'm saying? When they say a happy ending, end of a journey, management of custom procedures. All right? So the relationship is pride, conceit, divergence, 75 to 85%. Joy, harmony, strong union, 25%. Agreement, bliss, sexual relationship with amount of partners, and divorce. All right. So basically, you coming into your space, your time and space right now. The health is pregnancy, virginity loss, ambiguous feeling. So you're coming into the space, and here we go with that. You're about to birth something. You're about to create something great. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna, maybe that's tied into your recognition, or maybe the recognition births a new era in your life. Okay, but you're great to have a creative success of some sort. Okay, and you know, for some of you, that's gonna be simply a new addition to the family. For others, you're gonna create something more intangible. All right, but either way, you have the magician's crown, and it's coming with consistency. So I think that might be more so of like something you've been practicing, and now you're becoming more consistent, and because you're getting better at it, you got momentum behind you when you do it, and boom, it's growing, and you're going to become recognized for that. Okay, so psychological characteristics is consciousness, reaching a total comprehension, peace, patience, endurance. All right, don't be conceited, be simpler, don't enforce own advices. All right, so warning is, you are too conceit after reaching goal, don't lay on laurel, concentrate. So when we talk about take time to enjoy a level, just don't fall asleep on it though. You know what I mean? Observe, enjoy, get to the next level, keep going. So the result is restoration of former integrity, immigration, new level of consciousness, bliss in love, and friendship. Okay? So you're going to new levels. That's at the core. Don't become complacent, because you've been down for so long and now you get up a little bit, or it's a lot, but in reality of what you're ready to do, it's a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just don't become complacent and stay focused and keep birthing that new stuff. Keep consistency. You got the momentum. So when you get that recognition, when you win that award, when you get that increase in your life, know that that's just the beginning. And as long as you stay consistent, that's just a little taste. It's like if you were looking for a drug to get addicted to, this is it. But know that that's just your first hit. Like, don't, you know, if I know that's a crazy metaphor, right? But if you actually were looking to get addicted to a drug, and you took your first hit and said, okay, that's it, I'm done for life, then, you know, you see what I'm saying? I know it's a crazy metaphor, but work with me. All right, for the adult-minded, mature person. All right, so that's not to say go get hooked on drugs. What I'm saying is, you know, that first hit is never your last fix when you actually are on something really addictive. So I need you to become addicted to this moment. Become addicted to this recognition. Not conceitedly, but in the fact that you want to consistently keep achieving new highs. You see what I'm saying? All right. Because that's going to give you that then now your inertia is going to continue to grow. You see? You got all the signs there in the way that it's signifying that this is the time, and you can see all the signs. See, a lot of people can't see what you can see. I guess that intro was really the perfect timing for this for you. This is why they stuck on where you're you know, they're where they're at. And this is why they look at you funny. Look, if you didn't know better, and you look at that person just looking like that, and you don't see none of these signs, you don't see that energy, you don't see that hoop, you're gonna be like, yo, is she okay? They were like, nah, man, I told you They be out there all the time like that. Man, we gotta stay away from them, man. I don't know what's wrong with them. We gonna go back over to here where this hard concrete, wall says stay in this box, and this is where we gonna stay. They be out there in the zone. We don't know where they be at. But see, you see everything that they don't see. You feel that energy. You know you're on the right path. That's what's going on. That's at the core. Okay? Remember that. Remember that. Oh. All right. So let's get your past feelings real quick. It's amazing. I like that card for the 4. And then also, I mean, on the flip side of that, keep in mind that whatever it is that you are continuing to practice, you will build inertia behind it. You will become consistent. So remember, your thoughts are critical, because if you have the wrong thoughts, now you're creating a pattern of the wrong signs that you keep following, the wrong energies. So that could be both ways. Make sure that you got it on the positive side, the green and the yellow side, not the red. You know what I mean? Where you going the wrong way. Don't let it say stop. Keep the green and yellow. They both proceed with caution, but proceed nonetheless. All right. All right. 8, 7, 10, 18, 9. Okay. Put that over there. All right. Yep. So your past actions, you already know you had to leave some stuff behind. You know what I mean? I think this is a great fit for this. Here, watch how this comes together. So you got the 8 of Cups. It's one of our favorite cards that in that one reading I keep referring back to. So it's come back. It's come back for you. Buttons is off here. All right. And the Cups is talking about, your self-love, romantic loves, emotional loves, right? And excuse me. So this is the Lord of Abandonment. Lord of Abandoned Success. So your past feelings and attitudes was of the Lord of Abandoned Success. Apathy, silent, exit, exclusion, separation. You see what I mean? So in order for you to get to the new level, you got to separate from the old one, right? We're going to just put that in notes just like that. You got to separate from the old one. All right. So now the events is inaction, abandonment of everything to fate. So you walking away from it all. This is the one where we're going off into the new light. You left all that little light behind because you're going for the big one. You see what I'm saying? So the business is redundancy followed by dishonesty, retirement, transition from a work with good conditions to bad ones, income decrease, renunciation of own business. Okay, so the redundancy followed by dishonesty. See, again, the people, you're going to have left things and people behind that have to find a way to explain your absence so that it makes them look good. You see what I'm saying? And they can't do that by being honest. And then the people that need that same healing of they can't stand to see you do you, they eat it up. Oh yeah. That must be. Oh yeah. Did you hear what so and so said about so and so? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You know that must be what it is. And they never come and ask you shit, right? And then if they watch you, everything that's happening for you actually contradicts what they believe in. But then they got to come up with another lie to make it make sense about all the 15 other lies that they've been going. And this is why they can't, you know, this is why you by yourself. You see what I'm saying? But it was by design, because the time they spent with you taught you some things, and you taught them some things. All right. So now you done left it all behind and you're going on your way. Right. So this is what the current at the core is, right? You're on your walk. You're on your journey. Remember, you got your energy. See, everything else is gone except for the signs, right? And then this is what you look like to them. Where do they think they going? Well, there ain't nothing out there. What they think they can ready to do? Look at them. They just walking out there looking all stupid. Ain't got no shoes on their feet. They done dropped all their little cups and stuff. Man, what's wrong with them? See, this is the front. This is what you see. This is what they see. Hey, where you going? Right? All right, I think you get it. Let's look at the past actions, which we already know. That basically covers your past actions too, right there. So your feelings was like you had to leave, so you left. I mean, we ain't even got to go no further with that one, right? And again, because you stepping out, now they got to come up with a story to justify why you not with them no more. Because everybody know you told them all the same thing. You gave them all the same opportunity. You see what I'm saying? That's why they all need the same healing, because they all have the same wound in your absence. So we're just going to skip the past actions because we know what that is. And we're going to go to the advice for the present. Seven, 15, 6. Oh, this one again. Redundancy, like we said, right? We getting that redundancy popping. All right. So let me put this up here for you real quick. All right. Always something going on. All right, let's see here. So we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse again. You guys just had this, and it was the root of the powers of earth, right? But when it's in reverse, it means help that you will have to pay for, okay? So the present, the advice for the present is help that you will have to pay for, present that you rarely know how to use, okay? And the credits, necessity to give back debts, all right? Generally large, good business. So you're gonna be able to, you're gonna be repaying everything, you know what I mean? Your stuff is coming in now. You got credits, and because of your credits, you're able to pay back the debt. You see what I mean? So you done scooped up a lot of coin. Now, help that you will have to pay for, I mean, your business could be growing. It's time for you to expand. You're going to need some employees. You're going to start paying some other people to do some things for you maybe. Or satisfied. That's what the word pay mean. So you're going to, it says present that you rarely know how to use. So you're going to get exercise in some new knowledge, whether it's a new thought process, whether it's a new features on your new car, on your, whether it's a new way of doing things or something. You got a new phone. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to satisfy for the new that you don't know how to use, so that you can get skilled in it. And then the relationship is of convenience, money to money. You see what I mean? It takes money to make money. So you're gonna have to pick up some coin, to put down some coin, to make some more coin. You see what I mean? It's a cycle. What we talk about cycles at the core, it's a cycle, and you see the signs. So you know when it's a good investment, when it's the right time to do it, etc. That's why you're gonna have credits. You know what I mean? That's why you're going to be paying off debts really quick, like in advance. You know what I'm saying? And it's convenience. It's money to money. It's an exchange happening. You see what I'm saying? That's what you walked away from. This is what you're picking up. All right? And if you look at it, I know it looks in reverse, but it actually is what it looks like if you were looking down after you just scooped this up and you picking it up. You see what I'm saying? Ace of coins in reverse is not a bad thing. So the it's of convenience, like that's the relationship. So the health is a person who earns money using his health. Okay, so keep your stress levels low, right? So you're becoming more stress free. Excuse me. And then psychological characteristics is a person, and I say that because, all right, so regardless of if you get money with your hands, like, or your mind, see, that's all part of your health. And by keeping your stress down, you keep your body strong, your immune strong. You see what I'm saying? Especially in a time like this. So you're able to continue to make money in a time of sickness because you have mental and physical health. A lot of people, I don't want to say, we were reviewing a stock that I felt like may be good because it's going to be addressing mental health issues. And in that report, we saw how a lot of articles showcasing how this time is creating serious mental health issues. So see, you're not only physically healthy, but your mind is right too. And that's why you're able to accelerate right now. And that's why you're getting the Bitcoin, because you're not distracted. You got the third eye open. And what's at the core? You seeing all the signs, right? You done walked away from all the bullshit. And you put down the coin at the right time on the right things, and you picking up Bitcoins in return. Not Bitcoin, maybe you are, but Bitcoin, either way. So the psychological characteristics is a person oppressing others with solidity and having quite hard manner. You see, because what's happening is, again, like we talked about, this is all running together. I guess that video clip was perfect because, remember, to you, this is your truth, and you're following your truth. You're following what you know. They believe that you're crazy walking off into the distance, into the barren wasteland, and right? And what's happening is your truth it is too hard for them. See, that's why they're still here looking at you instead of coming with you. That's why there's only your set of footprints in the sand. And see, the sun, the light of the world, right, is the direction you're going. So you don't need to expect there to be that magical second set of footprints along with you, because you are going to arrive where you're being directed to where they are, where that magical set of footprints is at, waiting. See, you see the signs. There's nobody with you. You're on your journey. This is why you scooping it up. Okay? So the advice is, remember that you have to pay for the gifts. Okay? This is why you're getting the coins. But you're getting the credits to be able to pay for them. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to have a surplus. So the warning is, nothing comes to life from nowhere just like that. All right? This didn't just magically appear out of nowhere. You had to leave this all behind. You saw the signs that it was time to go. This was planted for you. So you went, right? And this was waiting for you when you got there. If you had stayed here, this is all you would have. Some pots. Empty. Right? But look for your signs. Okay? Because this is waiting for you. And remember, like we said in the beginning, this is just the beginning. Don't become complacent. Don't get this and then feel like, okay, I'm done. I can sit back. I got a couple stacks. I'm good. This will last me. No, that's just a little sprinkle of what's about to come. So the result is time of luck, but commitment as well. Bam, like we was just saying. Don't get complacent. Get committed. When you get here, after you do this, and you start following the signs, and they looking at you like you're crazy, and you trust them, you know yourself, and you go on this journey, and you get this first coin, that's supposed to be, if you're not already there, that is when you commit completely. Because that's just the first one. It's like you digging, you it's like you're literally a gold digger, but in a good way, because you're like seeking treasure, and it's your treasure. Like, you followed this map, it's a treasure hunt, and you find your first coin. Do you walk away after that? Do you quit? Or do you say, you know what? There's supposed to be a whole boat full of coins down here, and if this is one, the rest must be right here somewhere, or I'm on the right path. Don't stop. This is why I'm saying you're going to get credits, and just take care of your debt, because it's going to, you know what I mean? When we know the story of Columbus, we know how it contrasts with some other histories. But what I want to bring up is, during that time, right, these sailors in their stories, they didn't have the money for the boats. They didn't have the money to pay the people to be on the boats with them for the journey. They didn't have the money for supplies. So they went to the king or the queen, and they got funded for the expedition. You see this here? You going on an expedition to a new level. That might require some funding. Don't be afraid of getting funded, because you're going to pick up the big coins. Just make sure you pay your debt, because now when you go to the next level and you start seeing a new set of signs, remember, this is a cycle. When you start seeing the next set of symbols and signs to go to the next level, they're going to be able to fund you again, because now it's nothing. They know you good for it. Your crazy ass went out there and conquered some shit, came back with some Bitcoin. Everybody got coin. Now, look, here, take this, what you need. They're going to come to you now before you even have more ideas or even see more signs telling you do you see anything over here? How about over here? Remember, that's that recognition they talking about. All right? But it ain't going to be the people that was sitting here talking about you were crazy. It's going to be a new set of people, because they're going to be on that new level. They're going to be there. Maybe that's not even the sun. Maybe that's just that El Dorado city of gold. You know what I mean? Where everything is just gold and it's just shining in the sun on the horizon. But everybody, they thought it was a they didn't want to go that direction. Then you get there and your coin waiting for you. And you make amazing things happen. All right. So let's see how you feel about all this inside real quick. You see what I'm saying? Go pick your coin up. Stop picking that phone up when the wrong people calling you. You know what I mean? You sent them a message, they hit you back a week later, 2 weeks later. You know, those are the people you want in your life, right? I'm just saying. How you gonna do business like that? How you gonna get everybody? How they gonna be a part of your distribution flow when your business growing and you want to bring them in? If they, you know what I'm saying? That's who you want. Look at the signs. Remember, the signs is all around you. The people like attracts like. So remember how we said in the beginning, the ones that need the fantasy are going to stick together. And this is what you're going to look like to them, walking off into the distance. All right. Let's see here. 56, 11, 8, 19, 10, 1. Yep. And don't be feeling guilty. This is the same. I like how your readings are bleed together, because if you go back and watch the other ones, this is definitely a continuation, and this is definitely a reminder of what you think you're going through, and actually it's going to be what you don't need to be concerned with at the same time. All right. So if you missed like one of these previous weeks, just go back and watch them when you got time, because this story is continuing for you, and I'm really excited for you. So check this out here. So the Six of Pentacles, right? And this is that remember we talked about this, when you give. Again, actually, it's another pentacle. So first of all, right there, you know what I mean? So we're talking about money, property, your physical body. That's why we're getting into your health, your wealth, your possessions. And see, remember, we talked about how you gave them an opportunity. See, this is the infinity. You gave them an infinity. You gave them an infinity back here, and they didn't take it. They didn't take advantage of it. See, because this is your your advice for the present, or excuse me, your present feelings and ideas, and maybe even where the situation is hitting too, because this is really bleeding together well. So you saw the signs, you told everybody, hey, let's go. They laughed at you. You started getting the coins, and now here's what's going on right here. It's two things. You want to help, but you see that if you go back and help, they're going to be picky, and they don't have the right to be picky right now, right? And at the same time, you remember how you gave them everything you had, this infinity. You gave them everything you had back here. You even left it. You even left all that you had for them. When you left, you said, you know what, man? You know what? You keep that. Because what I'm going to do, I ain't even going to need that shit. And it's going to hurt you more that you hung on to it, because you're going to remember where you got it from. And you're going to remember how you got it. And then you're going to see, because part of you probably thought you was going to come, they thought you was going to have to come back for it. They was placing bets on your return. Yeah, they going to be back in like 2 months, 2 weeks. And you was out there doing this, scooping up. Now, they hoping you might drop something on them. But see, you gave them everything you had before. because you saw the signs back here where you didn't need nothing, and you had back then enough for yourself, and you gave them all you had then, and then you left all that you had. You literally left everything you had with them. You say, here, take that. And that was because they didn't want to come with you. They didn't want to go that way. And then they tried to cheat you. They thought they were cheating you out of the little stuff that you did have, but your intention was to give it to them anyway. That's how dumb they are. Because really, look at you. You great walk 1,000 miles. You ain't trying to carry that shit anyway. But this is how the Most High and the universe, the laws, cripple their mind and make their immediate happiness, like the video said in the beginning, part of your success. See, they thought this was a victory. They thought this was a win for them, when in reality, it was an illusion created for them to be a win for you. This is why they can't stand you. Now you out there getting it, and all they got was what they thought they took from you, but you was leaving it behind for them anyway. Because you was done with it. Now this is what they see. Now they starting to think, damn, you know what, he or she, you did drop a lot on us, and we were just like picking and choosing. And you got two types of people now. You got the people that's gonna actually step up and say, you know what? It's our own fault. They did everything they could for us, whatever they gave us everything they had. Or you're gonna have the people that can't admit the truth, because remember it said it's too pressing for them, and they're gonna have to create their little fantasy stories so all their little reindeer friends can jump in that don't have the red nose, and they can find ways to make fun of yours, right? So they can feel better about their today. So right now you in the position, the six of coins is the Lord of material success, fair division. All right, if you guys tuned into and caught my last song, it's kind of odd. I mean, it's not really odd to me, but it's kind of interesting when I see that fair division and I look at this reading. This is that line in the song where it says, we're both right where we're supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? That's that line right there. You saw the signs. You thought they had some faith too, because you went out there on your faith, your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you didn't actually use faith. You had enough faith to do the research and found the knowledge to know what was out there, even if you didn't know exactly where it was at. And guess what? You was out there plowing. What it costs to plow too much to start early. You see what I'm saying? These even look like roots. Is that roots? If it was right side up, those would be roots coming up through your fingers. It's upside down. Maybe that coin just growing something. You see what I mean? You done invested and that shit growing up. And it's growing in your hands. You see what I'm saying? Now, in the words of Snoop, they all got their cut, but they ain't chipped in. Or somebody out there in the West Coast, right? But most of them won't ever ask you, because they realize what you left them, what they thought they took from them, and then to come back and ask you would crush them even more, right? Even if it's just, hey, you wanna hang out? Like, this ain't even gotta be about coin or material stuff. This could just be about wanting to be your friend again, because you see what I'm saying? They can't even ask you to be friends again because they know this, they remember this moment. It's forever etched in their brain and their heart and their soul. You left them with it, and they felt like they got over on you. And now they see this. They see the growth. That's the infinity for you. You see the symbols on the coins? Here go the signs. You was thinking about it. You was thinking about it. You thought it through. You thought it into existence. You saw it. You saw it before you ever touched it. They didn't see it. They laughed at you. You went out there and got it. It's coming to you. So fair division. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be. So you don't owe nobody shit. Remember what it said here? Pay your debts. You done paid your debts. Because if somebody really thought they were getting over on you, they actually owe you to begin with. So even if you felt like maybe you owed them something, the way they went about doing whatever, now they actually owe you more than you ever owed them. You might have let them live. They don't even realize it. And then they start to think about it one day and they're like, oh shit. You see what I'm saying? All right, so events is deserved success, desire of good acts, wish act helpful. All right. So the business is good, improvement of deeds, increased income, appearance of large investor. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Remember what we said here? You pay your debts, they're gonna come back. They're gonna give you a bigger opportunity. So here comes the large investor after this. It's like I said, this right here is just the beginning. Once the level realizes you can handle the level levels up for you. So you can get to the next level. Successful partners and protection. The relationship is well organized, calm. One of the partners maintains another one, so you guys are now on the same page. Y'all splitting, y'all sharing, y'all could do this forever. It's good, right? One of the partners is superior in some field more than another one. Health is peaceful life and good treatment is necessary. Someone will give you money for the treatment. You see what I'm saying? Like you just got coin coming in from everywhere. You can't even catch it all. You just, you know what I'm saying? It's like we talking about with the stocks, like where yeah, that joint just went up $5 a share. I didn't catch that, but I got all this over here and we good. You know what I'm saying? Like you got so many ways that it's just falling into your hands right now. You can just however you want to catch it. You know what I mean? You saw the signs. You took the walk. You found the first. And like I said, that was just the beginning. Now it's all starting to fall. You make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain. All right, so don't make it rain on people. Make it rain on investments. And if you're investing in people, then that's one thing. Rain on them, but make sure you're investing and not just being conceited. Okay, be smart. Remember, everybody else, they didn't know. They had no idea. They thought you were down. They thought you had walked off into the wilderness to die. They actually thought you were gonna be either back, which would have killed you in their minds, or you were gonna be out there and die. So, but you was out there getting it the whole time. You just didn't have no reason to show it. You were never like that type of person. Now you helping them, right, in your own way. Okay. Enough of that. So psychological characteristics is protector, honorable person, and generous. You see? So you got rid of all the lying people, all that wrong energy. You left that behind. You left them with everything because that, even if you had took it with you, it would have been tainted with the wrong energy because it done stuck around those frequencies and vibrations for so long. It done absorbed them, and you would have been carrying that wrong energy around with you in the stuff you're trying to carry anyway. You guys know what I'm talking about when you go to that next place and you just throw away everything, you buy all new furniture and stuff, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So advice: accept help, either provide help or accept help. Do both. You know what I mean? You getting help so that you can help others in life. That's what this is about. The people that trying to hold on everything for themselves, they're gonna mine, no, mine. I give it. No, you know, it's people out there that give away more information that's more valuable than anything people done sold. Some of these people can even sell you, because they don't have nothing of value to sell you to begin with. You giving away priceless information, opportunities. That's why they don't like you. How dare you give it away for free? How dare you make a song and just send it to 200 people for free 6 weeks before it even comes out? Because you don't need you're not doing it for money. The money may come one day. You're doing it because that's what makes you happy. They can't afford to do what they really want, but you don't put yourself in a position where you can. You see what I'm saying? And you're not doing it for attention. You're doing it with a purpose of, here's a lesson. So why wouldn't you give the lesson to the people? One day these coins are going to rain down on you because you gave it away to 200 people while they were trying to hang on to it and make sure they got 50 cents off of each little song. That's why they only sold 10 of them. Anyway. So the warning is, do not engage in a charity with no purpose. Just said that. Look, the warning is, do not engage in a charity with no purpose. You see what I'm saying? So again, all right, so we use that as a warning, like it's a bad thing, right? And then you go by what I just said. They looking at you again like this. What do you mean you just gave away 200 copies of your song? And then on top of that, you didn't give them a copy because you sent them copies of, like, maybe not the last 2 or 3 because you already passed that off them in their mind. But maybe before that you were sending them copies and they were just laughing at you. You see what I'm saying? So now you don't even send them a copy. So now they really like, because see, you saw all the signs. You see what I mean? So you're like, yo, I'm going to do this. This is magical. And even if they try this, it's not for them. So it's not going to work because it's only for you to do it the way you're doing it. You see? That's why they're looking at you like this. That's why you look like this to them. Where the fuck are they going? What the fuck are they doing? And meanwhile, you're like, the sign's here. Boop, 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 boop. Activate. Please proceed with, you know what I mean? You in the portal. You in your time space portal, right? You're taking a shortcut through the cycle of in the cosmos, and they meanwhile they're looking at you like, yo, they crazy, man. What the fuck they doing, man? You out here like this, scooping, you plowing, and then because you plowed that one, now it started to rain down on you, so now you can afford to plant more seeds where you want to. So the result is you shall be rewarded for the achievements in the past. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, you gave away your song to 200 people. And in the future, when you start selling millions of copies, guess why? It's going to be because you gave away 200 copies for free this time, 500 copies next time. But they can't do that because one, maybe their content don't even it sounds like everybody else. They don't even stand out. You know what I mean? They back here with everybody else looking at you laughing. You went off to be original. You see what I mean? This is how this works. Man, you got to tune in. This reading has results may vary all in it. I didn't think I was gonna be plugging my song when we started this, but if you key in Pasha Paro, results may vary. I mean, it's all there for you. But let's get your advice for the future, because that's where it's going, and that is also your feelings and ideas. So that's everything. You get ready to get into the big change. You get ready to get the big investors. You get ready to pay off all your debt. You helping everybody. Somebody get ready to come and help you in a major way, and that's gonna be all she wrote. And the thing is, you done left all the breadcrumbs for everybody, but they ain't believe you it was easier to believe everything but you, and now they all feel like fools, so they gotta talk shit about you. But guess what? They don't matter. Who matters is the people that's coming up on the horizon, because they're gonna be the ones waiting for you on the level you just got to, and y'all all together are gonna go to the next level. See, you couldn't bring them with you around them people, because them people wouldn't have let you into El Dorado if you had them with you, because their heightened level would have sensed that they weren't supposed to be there, and if you even brought them with you, you wouldn't be allowed to come. You see what I'm saying? But just trying to hang on to them, you would have never took the step. You would have never left to begin with, so you would have never made it, and they know that. That's why they there waiting for you instead of coming to get you. Like, hey, we need you to come with us. You got some great things to do over here. You'd be like, oh, can I bring my friends? And they would have been like, how disappointing. They still think that they're their friends. And then you would have been in some sort of conflict within yourself at the moment. That's why you never chase. What's for you is for you. You see this? She walking. She ain't running. Scooping. Now it's raining. Not chasing. Just falling into your hands. Infinitely. All right. Advice for the future. You're gonna have a powerful week. All right, 7, 8, 17, 8. Infinity 8. There we go. Yep. That's all I can say is yep. That makes so much sense. So, yeah, let me get this on the screen for you here real quick. So you already know when you see the Emperor. I mean, we're bleeding this into where it's going and the advice at the same time. So you already know. You know what I mean? You moving the pieces around. You chilling. You on top. You got order. You got sequence. Your practical reason. You're stable. The authority. You know what I'm saying? Realization of some plans. You got the visible results, right? Space structuring. Stable business. You got your discipline up. But if we focus on just the advice, is realize your plans firmly and consistently. Bam! That shit goes back to the very beginning, because the dude in the very beginning of the video, if you go back and watch that, in the very beginning of the video, after you subscribe, hit the notification bell, he said something along the lines of, there's a difference between maturity and old age, where you just become infirm, right? Unfirm, you know what I'm saying? Where your firmness just starts to deteriorate because you just old. You ain't got no real maturity. You see what I mean? You still a kid doing kid things in an old ass body. That's all, right? So realize your plans firmly. You see what I mean? And then going back to that first card, consistency. That's where you're going. Yo, amazing reading. Big ups to you. All right. Let that bleed together for you. Okay? Pasha Pyro, Wine at 7. Thank you for tuning. The replay, the Tarot Files.